Hey everybody, welcome back. We left off, we had just gotten some coal going, which is very much helping with our plastic problems. I think we upgraded this whole belt to a red belt. And now, let's see. Now the issue seems to be with other ingredients that probably need to be upgraded. Yeah, we definitely are not running at full capacity here. We do have productivity modules on these. I know folks like those. I'm not as big of a fan. You know, productivity modules are cool, definitely later game. They just feel like early game I'd rather go faster and get punched through to the higher text. At least if I'm trying to, you know, have fun. It's one thing if you're trying to optimize, but usually I throw out my early game stuff, so I don't know. They're not really my speed. This here is indicative that we really just need to upgrade those belts, right? And that shouldn't be too big of a deal because one yellow belt can fill this entire thing on either lane. So actually, I wonder if we're in range of a roboport there. Looks like we almost are, but we're not. And we've been very happenstance about how we place these, so I'm just going to plop one down here. Actually, can I get within range of a... yeah. So we'll put that there, and then we'll go ahead and upgrade that entire little stretch of belt. That should help more of those run, and we can probably then even go ahead and place a larger number of them, right? Although this splitter is not in the right place. We could just as easily... wait, we're making... oh my goodness. Am I out of my mind? This is crazy to me. Look at this. What happened here? That's concrete. And so is this. Like, what's going on? We automated concrete and I just never hooked it up and then rebuilt it from scratch. Well, that's actually kind of almost serendipitous in this case, because I kind of want to tear this all out and then throw an entire second round of that on the side there. So maybe we do that. Wonder if this is going to flood my storage, but whatever. Let's tear it down and see what happens. Let's tear it all down. I'm actually pretty happy to see that that happened, right? It's going to take a little while to tear that down, but that's fine. And then maybe we move this guy up there. And then once I get that hooked up, I will remove this one and clean that up. This is all going to take a while. I feel like, you know what, this is a great time to throw some additional construction bots in the mix here, because we definitely need them. I'm not a big bot person, but I do like construction bots for things like this. Just for base building in general. There we go. Should probably figure out our storage soon here. What can we upgrade now? We can make distractors. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Kind of stinks that they gotta fly all the way to the right there, but that's okay. Whoopsie. Accidentally unpowered this. Now my personal bots are getting involved. Guess let's take a look at the last video. Just start to chat about the comments here. DJ, thank you for complimenting the space bus. It's getting there. It ain't much, but it's honest work. And, hey, we're learning, right? I never claimed to be a pro, but I think it's gone pretty well up here. And we're actually building stuff in space now. Gort said, the saga of 14 tiny boxes, he's referring to these, and the partially full landing pad, he's referring to this, continues. Don't worry, we'll actually do things at some point here, just not yet. Like with actual cargo rockets and stuff. We're getting there. I mean, if you go over and look at, you know, this here is a precursor to that, because now we have all these primary resources that currently we're, you know, sending into space with delivery cannons. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward thing to go ahead and turn that into cargo rockets. But first I really need to scale this up and get some additional evil production going here. I'm not sure if we even have yellow inserters anymore, and I really don't want them, so I'm gonna fix that. Oh, did I somehow... What happened there? How did I miss that power pole? That doesn't make a sense. Oh, they're out here. It's a little goofy, but whatever. Got distractors. Let's get this. And then I don't think we need this water pipe, but we don't even need the pump. We can fill this all in. So we'll kill that. Yeah, that's pretty rough that we... I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it kind of stinks that we did concrete once. I'm impressed that nobody caught it. So, you've lost your rights to attack me on that, Gort. You really... You have to say it when it first happens. Oh, a giant chest full of concrete. Here, one sec. That might need to stay. Well, let's just do that. Maybe we do that as a provider chest, but problem is... I really need to clear my inventory. This is crazy. Let's get that. I don't want any of these stupid blueprints. Oh, that was... We made way more fuel cells than... What? Oh, did this thing just get me? Oh, no. It's 10x. So 1 uranium, 2... Another one that Gort didn't point out. We totally could be doing nuclear power now, because if we look over... Oh, maybe we do that today. I don't... Here. We have 64 of them. That means that we have 24 or 240 uranium fuel cells. I think each one is good for 5 minutes. So at 5 minutes times 240, that's 1200 minutes or 20 hours, right? Like, yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Why am I requesting engines? Like what? Why is there a chest full of engines here? Okay. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and build one of these the right way. I have a slight issue due to power pole placement. Interesting. I mean, they take so long that I feel like one of these long-handed would be enough, right? For any given one of them. You would think. I would think. I don't know if you would. One would think. It just doesn't seem necessary. Oh, well. We definitely need one, though. Oh. Running low on glass. That's going to be because something else is chewing it up, or we don't have enough of it. We never really did do a great job of making glass, did we? Where do we even do that anymore? Is that still coming off this old thing? Oh my god, it is. But that feeds off the train. We just need to double it up and do another one, because that no way is that going to feed that. That's fine. Probably do electric furnaces for this round. Maybe we do a city block. Let's see if these are... Yeah, see, one is just fine for keeping it together, and then in that case you can do this. What just happened? How did I place a transport belt? Uh-oh. It just threw it on the ground and it happened to throw it on that belt. So now there's a... Because my inventory is full. Let me throw something on the ground here. There should be a little transport belt coming through here. Yeah, it's right there. Oh no. There it is. we doing next? Let's see. Cargo safety. I mean, why not? Seems cheap. This is a goofy exchange right here. With this, this concrete. Let's go over here and make it faster. Might need more. Let's go ahead and make something bigger here. This is stupid. Whoops, wrong one. Now we're talking. Here we go. Probably could put that someplace more strategic. I don't know, but whatever. Wow, we really, we filled that right up. Oh wait, no, not this one. There we go. What are these guys doing? Just waiting their turn to charge up, I guess? Alright, so that mess is cleaned up. See how we're doing over here. No glass. That is the issue. Alright, let's take care of that. We have furnaces. We know we have that. The question is, do we want to do... We could either make glass on site right up here, because it is just stone, I think, right? Yeah, you turn stone into sand. So we can make glass up there. What is the recipe again? Let's take a look here. 4 sand, 2 stone input. So it kind of, in terms of transporting glass, assuming that it stacks as well, and I can't remember if it doesn't. I think it stacks at 100. So this stacks way better than stone and be way more transportable to do it on site. And the fact that it's made out of only stone, kind of, we got to go to Mataruna, a room up here. You know, we could make another train stop right on the other side of this, another pull off here, whatever. It seems like the place to do it. I don't want to do it in a city block. There's no reason to carry stone to a city block just to do that. So we'll do it up here. The only thing that sucks is that then maybe we should do it in a city block, because then when we hook up more stone patches, we'll have to duplicate the glass. That's kind of a shortcoming of having done the stone brick here as well. So we'll have to figure that out. If we were going to do city blocks, I guess we'd start to do them over here. That's where I always had said we would. Kind of creep down this way. Well. Yeah. That's probably going to be our first city block, I think, is glass. Now, this is a blueprint from my vanilla save. I don't know what condition it's in, so we're going to... You know what? Yeah, let's go clear this out real quick up here. Cool. I don't remember what state of repair this is in. We're going to throw this down. I want to make sure that we can tile them down through here and reach down there. I don't want to have to landfill yet. So I think we're going to do it. Actually, yeah. Do it like right here. There might be alignment issues with the electric poles. I don't remember. So the gist here is that you put your train stations on the inside of these 4 squares, and then these 4 sides of the square here. And then the outside one is the pass-through. That's the way I've always done it. That gives you a lot of room and flexibility to figure out how you want to unload. You don't have to worry about, you know, set numbers of, like, you can chew up as much of the base unloading as you want to. So if you want to do more compact unloading and focus on using the space for assemblers because it makes more sense that way, or if you need to unload more evenly and stuff, you can do that. It has kind of let you do what you want to do. I don't know if it's the best design. I like it. You know, the city blocks that don't incorporate rails along the edges don't really make as much sense to me, other than for an organizational tool, because you end up, like, there's one video out there that I've seen about city blocks that has you, like, if you had another one here, where is it? Nope, that's an intersection. If you had another city block, like right here, you would chew up. If you had rails running this way, they would go right through the center of an entire block, and that just doesn't really make sense to me. Now, I will say, I don't think these are compatible with this intersection. Wait, I think they are, actually. And we should probably replace this right now, because this is better than the intersection that this ends up building, which doesn't have the center, at least the left turns. because that's what this intersection gives you, right? Is left turns. That's all it has over this, and it's gives you, I think, a couple more tiles. No, it actually robbed you of a couple of tiles in the corner, but I still kind of prefer it, and it's signaled better. So I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna go ahead and tear this down. And we'll see how this works. Maybe it won't work that well and we'll be digging this up and swapping out all the intersections. I don't know. I hope I put that in the right spot. I accidentally tore it down. Gotta go get more rail. What else do we need? We need more chain signals. Then we'll probably make a blueprint out of this once I finish with it. And have that be our new city block blueprint. I think this will work. Can we please place that? Am I out of roboports? Really? Do I not have... I don't have a roboport filter set, do I? Is that the issue here? Okay, I always want at least 10, please. Now, I seem to remember a comment on a video like 20 episodes ago or something, maybe even more, when we had kind of rambled about doing city blocks back then, that city blocks wouldn't be such a good idea in space exploration. We'll see, right? Like, we're going to find out. I like them as an organizational unit because scaling them is not so much about laying things out as much as finding space. Why is this happening right now? What's going on? What's the problem? think we need that one, don't we, boys? Like, why are you trying to tear that down? Okay. Did I place that wrong? That angle is wrong. 1 second. I think. Is the wait. Yeah, it's wrong. What did I do here? I messed something up. Yeah, that's right. The power pole's wrong. Actually, no, it's not. It's just not hooked up. That's right. Why are the wires like that? Maybe just because of the order that it got placed? I don't know. Anyway, let's hook it up. We said this one's going to be glass, so... let's try to stick in the grid here. So now it's got power and it just needs to be hooked up to the train. It's a lot of signs for that. Let's think about how we want to do that. I was going to ask why, but then I remembered we're in range of a roboport. Where would be a good place to tap in? Maybe up here? We have an easily accessible... Not sure exactly why I did that. I had to think about it more. This unloading zone is going to have to expand in other directions. When we start to pull this stuff out, that's going to help. And in fact, a lot of this right now we can tear down. We can tear this out. We can tear this out. Well, can we? Yeah, we can. That's not being fed anymore. Pretty much anything that isn't steel production, right? Because I think we're still doing that all over there. But we could use all this space for train depots, you know, this unloading. So in the meantime, me will do like a dual purpose block here and do, well, I don't know if I want to do that. I was thinking we could bring in stone and export both stone brick and glass. I don't like that because then they're kind of coupled. If you want to scale them up, you have to scale them in the same amount. I can't just copy paste the city block. Actually, speaking of that, let's copy paste this bad boy. I think it's all placed down or ghosted as it needs to be. So how far? I guess that'll determine right there. Whoop. Here we go. And we're probably going to want to automate this. Train stops. Sticks, circuits, plates, steel plates. What does that look like? Sticks we can do wherever we want. Red circuits, steel plates and plates. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this right where we accidentally did this. Kill that. Uh-oh. Did I? No, just kidding. Don't do that. Okay, so we gotta make sticks. And then the rest of it we just have. Well, there we go. We are out of non-space science things to research. So now we can go back to orbit. Turn this back on, keeping in mind that we only, for now, have 1.7 thousand to work with on green science, which limits us overall. What do we want to do? Now I need to get a bit more picky. Hypercooling is going to be needed for sure. Inserter capacity could be nice for trains. Logi 3, blue belts on planets. I mean, maybe we do that because it's really just lubricant, right? And we can do all that. We can do that all day. We're definitely doing this. How many does that give us? An extra 5? Definitely worth. Okay. It's going to be train stops. While we're at this, circuits need to be pulled over. While we're at this, should probably do train engines as well. There we go. So now that's done. Let's take a look at engines. These are easy. We can do these right here. Engines are multi-cylinder engines and everything else is easy. So multi-cylinder engines are actually down here. And we our spaghetti powers started to fail us, but it looks like we were up to something. Because this goes right here and then comes up and stops here. And what is that going to bring? I don't even know what this was supposed to be. I think this was just wrong. So let's tear that down. We don't need that. I don't think anything inserts to that, right? Get rid of that. Straighten this out a bit. So then we want to do... So we're going to have multi-cylinder engines there. Everything else is in range except gear wheels. So we'll do trains here. We'll split this off here so it can reach underground. We can underground that, but... See, this is gross, because what's going to happen if we want to do this, like, four-belt thing, right? It's almost kind of better if... Do it, like... this. And bring it over, like so. Because I don't think... Let's see something here. If you have... like that, and then you have another belt like this, can items placed on the... No, they can't. They can't get through the back of that. So, this way... I prefer this, honestly. And then let's go hook this up, because we never did. There it goes. Okay, so we have multi-cylinder engines coming up. Green circuits and gear wheels. So green circuits are easy. Gear wheels are going to come from right here, which are also going to help supply... Multi-cylinder engines are taking a while to get up here. What's going on? They're plowing away, and they just take forever to make. And then while we're at it, we should make fluid wagons. Now those are very similar, except they also take a storage tank, which is just iron plates and steel plates. So, let's go ahead and figure that out. Oh, and we didn't give it a home. We didn't for this either. Cool, there we go. So now we have trains automated. Needed that for a little while. Let's see what we're doing next here. Rock sponge. Valuable nutrient extract. A destroyer. See, I'm so tempted to go for this. We don't have enough signs here to do this yet. We do have enough for this, but does any of this... See, none of this affects the tank gun. Mortars are for the ironclad, and it's just... not that much is reachable by water here, in my opinion. I mean, the Spidertron, that'd be pretty cool, right? Thought we did the research we needed for that. No, we did a research we needed for that, but we got a ways to go. That's crazy. All right, let's get back to setting. You know what? We should do automation 3. Why not? Right? Start to get the yellow ones. Are they that much? What are they? Oh, they take red circuits. They're pretty pricey. That's tricky. That's tricky to know if those are worth that. I mean, just feel like why not, right? I did 1.25 is a huge boost over 0.75. That's 2/3 more. And not to mention they have an additional slot in them for 1 or 2, I think. They might have 4 total. I forget. But the fact that they need big motors hurts. Big motors, concrete. I guess it's not that bad. Advanced circuits. I guess it's not that bad. It certainly would help me keep things more compact. And with productivity modules, it would really help with that. Now, we have prod mods over here, but they're so weak that I just don't even like to bother. Maybe we should move that. We can go all the way up to prod mod 3, but we don't have vulcanite blocks yet. We could do this easily enough. I think I'm going to stick to blue factories for now. Maybe we'll do prod mod 2s. It's just... I don't know. Let's see. We should probably set a train stop request because we didn't get any last time, even though we made that. And we should set some train cars. I think we're going to be placing fluid trains too much. We can just go get that when we need it. That's enough for now. As long as it gave me a station, it did. Okay, so the train comes in. What did I mess up here? Where are my train stops? Oh, I never redid it with... What? Am I out of my mind? I'm out of my mind. Oh, no, I misplaced the intersections. No wonder. That's not nice. Alright, let's tear one of these down. Got automation 3, even though I'm feeling like we're not going to use it now. I think I'm going to hold off on everything here. You know what? Blue belts. This is rough. So I think what I did here... Oh, this is going to be hard to pull apart in my head. So let's tear down the intersection. This blueprint is wrong now, so we got to fix that after we figure this out. So let's go grab this intersection, because this intersection actually wants to line up like this. And then what we want to figure out... See, because... Well, that's not right. I did that wrong, I think. Hang on, come back. Because the robo ports won't connect that way. I think they need to be... Actually, will they? They will. No, because the new intersection... See, here's the problem. And this is a pretty fundamental problem that I don't know how I'm going to fix. If you put this here, and then... So this is your center lane here, where they go, like the pass through. This will be your station. If you look at the way the robo ports want to tile, they want this to be a 2 wide gap. So this intersection doesn't work here because it has the exits 3 apart. So we have a couple options. We can resize the entire city block a bit, like the inner train stops, which I think we're going to, honestly. And just pull that in by 1. Right, so this will be like this now. And then now, I mean, it's kind of inefficient because now we're going to have some overlap here. If you see, look at where I'm standing. Ideally, we'd only go 1 tile through there, but there's really no fixing that because of the way... I guess I could pull there's just no point in fixing it. I think this is the best we're going to get. I'm trying to think what else we could do, because if we were going to modify the fundamental design of this, now would be the time. I think I like the intersection. I mean, we could definitely take this opportunity to make the intersection 1 bigger and do... maybe we do that. So let's cut it right down the center, I guess. Let's see what we end up with here. See, this is kind of where it wants to be. This may work. Let's see. I'm not sure how I want to connect this up yet. I think we have enough room to do it straight through. Like that. To have the straight throughs, and then we need the left turns, right? So, maybe we... Let's think about how we want this to go. Maybe we start this from like here? No? What do you think? Like that, and they could all cross in the center? I wonder how bad that's going to be. Well, it's going to be impossible to signal the center, and because the left turns overlap like this, you cannot have two simultaneous left turns. You should be able to have... that stinks. So I think we undo that. Now, if we do it like this, let's see how it nets out. Now, in theory, we should... These can pass each other in theory. Whether we can't signal them because we don't have enough room in there, I don't know. But so always rail in... Excuse me, chain in, rail out on the signals. Our rail out is just going to be the exit to the entire intersection. So in here, we're only going to need some additional chains, right? Where is my... There we go. So I'm thinking, why won't it let me... Oh, wait, because we are signaled right here already. What happens if we do this? What if we put one here? What is the effect? Say, so this entire centerpiece is considered one unit. And it is also joined with this outer piece here. So first, let's do this here. And then that gives us... So now if we look at that... So now we're looking a little bit better because the center is isolated. Now I might be able... I don't think I'm going to be able to break this up, but let's see. If I put that there... Yeah, see, there's no way I can break that up because there's just not enough room to signal it. So let's get rid of those signals that we just threw down. But I otherwise think we're going in kind of the right direction here. Maybe if we cut... this is so tricky. This is real tricky. I mean, I don't really think this is a huge drawback other than... See, because if I take out the left turns, like if we get rid of all this, I think trains can pass each other going straight on through this intersection, which is important. That would be nice. See, because then I can do... let's just do it right here, question mark. Let's go through the center, more symmetry. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. I think this works. Right? Because a train coming this way, actually, I think I can kind of tell. If I put a train here, these are all still green. If we take these out, they turn red, see? Down here, watch this one. And this blue one that says you can turn right, but you can't go straight. If I put those back, these turn green. So I think this is what we're going to do. Left-hand turns are going to involve going all the way around. Now, I wonder though, maybe there's a way to squeeze the left. No. There just feels like there should be a way. What if we did it up here? This feels like if I did this up here, it might allow for two simultaneous left-hand turns. I don't know though. Although we're going to collide there. So let's tear these down. And then get out of here. So We have a lot more options for where we can throw signals down here. Because we have this right here. The center is still all linked up though. Now, can we break that? Can we somehow break that up? No, that doesn't really do it, does it? Oh, well, that's kind of not the point. So this would actually kind of be paired with this guy. But see, it's kind of inextricably linked. Yeah, no. There's no doing that. I just don't see a way to pull it off. What if I went... What if we started this one... If we started this right back here. Okay, well, it places even with those signals in the center, which is a good sign. And we still have this. So right now, we're in bad shape because this is all one big giant mess. What did I do wrong here? Why is everybody blinking? Something's wrong. Somebody's upset. Oh, it feels so close. We have the signals in here. We have one here. No. About there. What if we do right there? Oh! I think we might have gotten it. I think that works. Let's go ahead and see. Now, I think we'll go ahead and put some fuel in this train. Just so that I can test with it. So, let's say I came in here. I might need additional track to make the turn. One sec. Let's go place all this down. Okay, so I can turn now, and I can turn around in these. So let's see what effect this has. So I'm passing through the intersection, and it doesn't want me making... See, it still won't let me go straight. Now, let's see if we can fix that. It says no. And why does it say no? Oh, because I'm coming through here. I'm coming through here, which is joined with this segment, which crosses this one. So maybe if we do right there, and then rotate that all the way around. Hey, I think we did it, right? We're green on the straight track up here. This guy up here says you can go right. I am blocking this track right here, so he says you can't go straight. He is gonna let me go straight through here, but of course, if I was a train that was reserving a path here, it would not let me do that. So when I get here, it even will let you go straight here while I'm here. I think this is the design we're gonna go with. I think this works. So let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear about this. I think this is pretty good for a four-way intersection that has 2 in, 2 out. And then we just got to figure out how we're going to do the pull-offs for the city blocks, right? So let's tear this down. Let's go ahead first and make a new blueprint. Because that... Oh. So we're going to say... What don't we do here? X for crossing. So I think that's good. I think that works. I really do. We'll see in practice. I think that's going to be pretty deadlock resistant. Of course, deadlocks are never truly unavoidable, depending on how many trains you have. I don't think there's any way to really truly guarantee you don't get them unless you just keep the train number low. I'm not sure. This probably has a relationship with computer science, because deadlocking is very much a thing in programming, and it is a direct analog to what happens in Factorio. But, I mean, deadlock happens, you know, it can happen with people making lefts off roads in real life, so. Let's go ahead and copy this. Oh, let's just use our blueprint. Fly straight up. Actually, let's place it based on the RoboPort positions, honestly, right? Like so. Of course, now these are the wrong width apart, but I don't care. We can mate that up. That's really no biggie. And then we got to figure out the stations, which I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, and this might rob me of quite a bit of space. Let's see what we can do with this. We could like pull it down this way and do something like, wow, that train signal's in the way. How do we do it in our other? So it kind of, yeah, see, this is part of the problem. So I think ideally it really doesn't need much room between the stop track and the pass-through track. Like there's no signals in here. Arguably maybe there should be one. So, I mean, you could do one rail spaced in between, or you could do 0. Now, oh, we're out of chain signals. I gotta watch that. Because we are going to... I want to make sure we don't stomp on anything here. Here, let's get over here. So let's say we did 0. Let's see if that works, right? So you'd be coming up here. Where would you break off? Like right there, you collide there, so you kind of got to go like this. And then the question is, where do you join this, right? So I think what you could do is right off of it like this, right? Except then you can't, no, that's why you can't do 1. Unless, what about this? Well, and then you can't do it down here because of that, and it can't go any further. Ah, it's so tempting. It just feels like it should be able to work. What if we gave ourselves one less space? See, we're really cutting the corners off of this thing. In here, this is a little inefficient, but in other ways, it's more efficient. Because it gives you a lot more space up here. So let's think about this a bit more. It's important to remember what led us to this design. Because, and by the way, this could be completely wrong. I'm no train expert. I mean, nothing is really wrong in this game. It's a game. But it could be very suboptimal. But the reason that there's 3 or 4 rails of space in there, it's 3, is for the intersections to be more efficient. With this design, with the 3 in between, you're able to have, you can signal the intersection so that you can get simultaneous pass-bys, left turns, right turns. It can do it all, basically, with this amount of signaling, at least as far as I can tell. There might be like 1 missing. I'm trying to figure that out, honestly, but I don't think so. I think there's a signal. The only place that it really might be asking me for one is right there, and we could do it. That would just help uninvolve this left turn. I don't even know if you'd want to do that, right? Like, what's the point? Oh, you know what it is? This prevents... So right now, in the state that it's in right now, if there's a train coming this way and one coming this way, they one has to stop for the other. It has to, because this is all one piece. If I put one here, the problem is solved. And so I actually think that we may do that. I'm going to be lazy right now and not do it yet. If I do that right now, I won't have anything to complain about later. Now let's get back to figuring out how are we going to... No, still can't do it. Unless, no. Aha. What about that? So how do you can get out? How do you get in? That's the problem. Oh, well, of course, the way to get in is like that. This is a mess. This is a real mess. Oh, man. But I'm going to try it. I want to see how it works. How do we want to signal that, right? So this is an intersection here. Rail, chain in, rail out. But this is still into the intersection. Oh, that's rough. It's rough, but I think it works. Because this this has no influence over any of the main workings of the intersection. So if somebody's just running around here, they can totally do that. I think this works, and I think we're going to do it. So let's... and you know what? Let's stop being lazy. We said we were going to do this right here. Like so. I think that's what you want. Because the only thing that makes me nervous here, let's test it. I mean, this is looking good to me, right? You have here, let's give this guy some gas. So when we're here, now, of course, again, the train hasn't requested a path anywhere, so it's not like it's saying, because if it was telling the game or the logic, the networking logic simulator for this game, it would tell it was going somewhere over here if we were going straight, and all of these chain signals would be reserved. Trains kind of have telepathy in this game, and people don't realize it. There's like a hidden train manager ghost spirit that manages all the signals. But so if you were here without a destination, you would expect this to be blocked, which it is. People are still totally free to go straight. They're good to make this left because you're not occupying the space yet. Of course, if you were, actually, excuse, that's not a left. That's coming from down here. So this is a no. That one blocks us here. But if you're out of the way, then you're good to go up here. I really think this works. I am very excited. Let's go test the... I don't think I can get to this down here. Can I? I can. Watch. Whoops. Too far. Way too far. Go back. Go back. So if you're down here blocking this intersection or doing whatever you're doing over here, everything is still wide open up here. Nobody's blocked. Everybody's totally good to go. And I love to see that. So this is great. I really think this is going to be pretty cool. The only thing that's wonky about it is that if you're going to this stop, like if you're going to this stop, you would think that you'd be able to approach it from straight over here, but you can't. Actually, no, you totally can. You would go down and in like that. You totally can. It's just, yeah, no, I like this a lot. There are like the bigger intersections on the sites, the Factorio forums where people do crazy designs, they take up a ton more space, but they get so much more throughput because they basically allow for entire trains to exist doing almost any operation without interfering with each other, versus here, you obviously, you know, there's only so much you can do in here. But I will say that for what this wants to do in this space, I do think this is one of the more, I don't want to say efficient designs, but I think it's one of the more flexible designs, and it's easy to understand for me. You can totally look at this thing and understand why it works, in my opinion. And we'll see in practice if it actually does, but I think it does. All right, I think now we can just copy paste this thing around the edges, see how it goes. very well may not have enough rail chain signals to do this. We'll see. No big deal if we have to go back. Pretty sure we don't, because each intersection takes 43 of them. Let's up the amount that we bring with us when we're in train mode. Not that we have a separate train mode. Where are those? They're there. And of course we need to make sure that we actually make enough. Huh? Let's go over and check that before we even go back. Okay, I think, question mark, this is our city block now. So just to be safe, let's copy the thing. I don't know if I can copy when it's outside of my kind of visual range here. Yeah, you can't. You have to fly over and then do it before the map fades. There we go. Did we mess this up? We did a bit. Let's fix it. In fact, let's probably rethink where these power poles go and what their purpose are, right? The purpose is to connect with other city blocks to fuel the radar and the roboports. Other than that, though, and you don't technically need full coverage here. Like, I could stuff these roboports in the center, and I think the green... Let's see up here. I think the green would go far enough that, as in the non-supply area that the construction bots can still reach, that you would just have to be selective about where you put your chests, really. Right? I'm pretty sure, at least. Here, let's take that down. I really think we don't need... We can kind of just do a diamond here. And then run power when we need to. I'm even kind of even kind of doubt the radar. So if we go to map and then we look at power networks, that looks symmetric to me. I think that that's what we want. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. There's always a better way to do it. But I think for what it's meant to be, hopefully it'll work pretty well. We'll see what happens when we actually get some trains hooked up to it. And in fact, speaking of that, let's go ahead and place our first station. It does look like we are netting out on a 6 or 7 at max cargo car length. So what is that, a 1-6 train? We might be able to swing a 2-6 train by putting an engine on the back. Make them go faster. In fact, I'm pretty sure you could. So anyway, this is going to be... It's going to be stone drop-off. And this is where we start to get into trouble for the first time. Well, we've been in trouble a lot. But this is where we start to get into trouble with supply issues. Because as it stands, without some corrective measure, this will always be open, right? This station says, come get me trains. And it's always going to say that. So unless you have two stone trains, this thing could be filled to the brim, not consuming anything. Everything in here that might consume stone is backed up on glass. And it's never going to consume... Well, it couldn't be backed up on glass because we used that. But bad example. But anyway, it could be filled up to the brim, waiting on some other material that is, you know, for some whatever reason we're bottlenecking on. And this is never going to get a train because it's further away in the pathfinding. I think it's not closest by line of sight directly, but it is closest by whatever the pathfinding algorithm is. So I think it's time to start thinking about circuit networks for this. And usually the way that I did this in my vanilla save is I would just wire up all of these boxes and set a signal that basically said, if you have less than whatever amount of stone, set the train limit to 1. And that works. I think we'll do that. And in fact, we'll go ahead and copy that station right now. So we're going to get into trouble with this guy. Let's get him out of the way. Now, he's what's going to connect us to... Why can I not right-click him? Whatever. He's what is going to connect us to adjacent city blocks, so we got to watch that. And ideally, you know, if there was one here... You know, and actually, maybe we... do something like put a power line in the center to help with that, but it won't get... We'll figure it out. Did I ever save my new blueprint? That's the intersection. This is... No, this is the old one. This is the way old one. Yeah, here we go. This is what we want. Well, yeah, we can just exclude that after the fact. One sec. Oh, but we kind of did this too late. Never made this. All right, let's tear that down real quick. What a pain. Put that back. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and throw power poles probably in the centers. Maybe like one over here, question mark? And in fact, I'm really tempted for some of these to just pull the roboports out of the center, but I think it's a good default place to build them. So we'll go with that for now. I think that that's... and maybe we get the radars out of the center too. That seems silly. So where do we want to put them? You're right. Up here? Question mark. Alright, let's... Very poorly timed autosave. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I like that a lot. I forget what mark we're on now. Just make sure this all... we don't want that. We do want the rest. Oh, we were already on 4. So this is 5. Probably start to delete them soon. I'm a hoarder. So for now. I mean, let's look at number 1. Not as good. I think this is going to work well. So, now we can tear this down. Go ahead and find this. Not gonna bother making this nicer right now. Okay, so that's hooked up. Now it's really just a matter... Well, one, we don't have power, so let's go take care of that. Well, that's right there. Now, we do have some kind of connection issue here. I think I put this too far over? Question mark? See, now I'm gonna have to make this again. I mean, if there was another city block up here, it'd be fine, so I'm not gonna bother too much. Okay. So in comes the stone. We need to turn the stone into sand. So that feels a lot like something that you want to do, because you get 2 sand for every stone. So you get 4 sand every second. You're doubling the input belt, so kind of want to do like a center belt, right, with assemblers on assemblers on either side. At least this is what I'm thinking right now. And then what is going to happen with... Let's think about this a bit more. So to turn... We need 4 sand for the glass. So do we just... We need it every 4 seconds. So we said one assembler can drive... Oh, it's... Wait. Oh, a pulverizer. Which is bigger. And we don't have in the mall yet, but we should do that, shouldn't we? So you do a pulverizer. And you get 3 sand every half second. Or 6 a second. These need 1 a second. So one pulverizer can run 6 glass furnaces, assuming 1 crafting speed. However, we don't know. Let's see. A pulverizer is a crafting speed of 2. So assuming this was a crafting speed of 1. Assuming that this was a crafting speed of 1, then this could run 12 of them. But we are also going to be using electric furnaces to smelt, which means that it matches, which means we're back down to 6. So it's going to be a pulverizer, hopefully surrounded by many electric furnaces. Let's go figure that out. We don't have any electric furnaces on us. And I think they're right over here. Right here. Yeah, so they have a crafting speed of 2. The pulverizer has a crafting speed of 2, so you can just do the math as if it had a crafting speed of 1 for each of these. And again, it's 6. At least I think. Let me just double check one more time. So we're saying 6 sand a second. This needs 1 a second, so it can drive 6, right? I think that's right. Of course, we don't have these in the mall yet. Having, you know, just a side thought here, having the roboports in the... You know what, and let's copy that radar, throw one down here too, just because we're going to remake the blueprint here. Can the radar... No, see, it can't cover the whole city block where it is, at least not with the chunk alignment that I have here. I'm getting a little bit attention deficit here. So these are useful because it makes this self-replicating. It links up with the ones adjacent to it very easily, and you could just as easily argue that if they were along here, and we very well may do that. I might be about to do that just to... Yeah, I think we're about to do that. Because you could get away with... where is the center line? Is it right? You know, it has to be right there because otherwise it won't link up with adjacent ones. Well, I guess it could. Yeah, we're going to try this design. This is new for me, but... And then let's rethink our power poles here since we don't need anything in there now automatically. We have this big wide median here. Why not use it, right? Uh-oh. We're almost out of gas. Do we even have enough to get back there? Yeah, we do. And we are slow with the solid fuel. But yeah. There we go. Wow, 175, huh? That ought to kill the environment for a while. Oh, they want to give me things. They love me. We probably should go ahead and connect that network, right? Why not? So before we do this, we're gonna go ahead and tear this down for the second time because I want to make a blueprint and I want to finish this out. We didn't quite finish this yet. Am I out of inventory space? What am I? Oh, because it's reserved. Oh, we better put this storage chest down. Uh-oh. We don't have one on us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, guys. No. Not right now. See, now I think they're gonna drag those way away from here. Yeah, here we go. They don't care about the storage chest I put down. And actually, let's try to put this as far away as it'll go in hopes that I can copy this pattern better. We can always remove it. Gonna be hard to do this one by eye. It might be right there. No. I think it's that. I think that's centered. Problem is, this doesn't connect, but that one did, question mark? Oh no. Because that tower is gone. Okay. No, this is good then. It won't connect because we do, in fact, need a big one in the center in order to get those sides to connect as they're built. it can build the entire city block this way, and now we really have all of the space to do whatever we want with, right? Which is, in my opinion, very nice. So let's update the blueprint for like the 20th time, and we're gonna just go ahead and do it like this. I think that we got it all here, right? It's kind of hard to eyeball. We're at the rail signals there. 1 and 1, 2, 3. Okay, does that look right? It does, except that. Kill that. I think we're good. Let's plop a second one down and see if it builds correctly while we flesh this one out, right? This should now be trivial. If I did this right. Something's not lined up. So if you look, the robo ports on the bottom are offset by one full thingy. So let's go fix that. Let's go check also. Yeah, we're off by one in a couple spots, aren't we? So the right side needs to shift down one, I think, to match up. Like the right side of power poles, that is, and roboports. Well, or the left side needs to go up one. Which one is it? See, because this... Oh, it's so hard to eyeball. I wonder if there's some easier way to do this that I'm just not. So, to the signal, including the signal 5. 4. And then down here, 5. Uh-oh. And how much you want to bet this one's 4? No, wait, what am I doing wrong here? What's wrong with me? Get rid of this. This shouldn't be here. Did I miscount? I feel like I miscounted. That's 6, right? 4 and 6. So this is the one that's wrong. This needs to come down by exactly 1. And now I lost my reference point. Oh, please, please. There we go. Okay. So, let's look at this again. We believe that we fixed the left to right. Top to bottom. We're off by... Wow, we're really off. We should be able to do that by eye. 4 or 3 even. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 5 to the signal. What's going on here? 5 to the signal. What happened? So the top looks right. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. See, now we should be able to copy this thing and have it line up perfectly. All right. Let's see. I like it up here. I like it over here. No, the radar. No, that's fine. The radar doesn't line up, but nobody cares. That's not important. This will line up automatically, and so will that. Now, let's rotate it and try that all again. Because it should still... Oh, did we... 1 second. Wow, this is so hard to... Let's just get him out of here, actually. So if we rotate this, aside from the radars not lining up, this should line up. And it looks like it does, right? I'm going to call that good enough. Alright, so like I said before, let's plop one down before we notice those awful inconsistencies, and we should see this just work. Go get him. And then let's get back to what we were doing before that we've been trying to do for a while. And we're going to start to try to draw this to a close now. I think my target here is get at least an idea what this setup is going to look like, and get the... Let's get a train coming here first, because that's going to be the bigger problem, I think. So let's get a decider. So I don't think we have these automated yet, which is a bit of a problem. Although, let's see something real quick here. If we wire this up to anything, set train limit. See, the problem with this is that it can't be a conditional. You can do an enable disable. I'd rather set the train limit. I think that that's better. But if we did an enable disable, we do it right off the contents of this. I think it just messes up trains if they're en route when it gets disabled. But theoretically, that should never happen, question mark? Let's just try it. Let's see if it works. Maybe skip the decider, right? And each box can hold 2.4k stone. And we have 24 boxes. Yeah, these are all full. So 24 by 24, right? 24 by 10 is, well, 2400 by 24. So 24,000 would be 10, 48,000, and then 4 by 24 is 96. So that would be 57,600 is the max that this can hold. So we'll say when it drops below, I don't know, 50, keep those boxes pretty full. So this is disabled now, just based on the fact that we're not using any of it. I forget, how do you, when you're holding wire, can you see the signals? Like, how can I see the signals in this network? I always forget how to do that. Oh, there we go. 57k, yep. Oh yeah, there we go. We already have a train over here. I think, question mark, that's because we disabled that. I wonder how long it's been here, though. These are not that full, so it just got here, but we must have set the train limit or something. Anyway. Well, this looks like it'll be pretty easy to lay out, right? Okay. Oh, wait, but it's only 6. We only need 6. So, I'm just kind of wondering here. What is the best way? If it's only 6, then probably the best way to do this is to take these off and then have the stone come in through here and then do one of these on either side. Now, how many of these can you... So it can take 2 stone a second, right? And then it should just be a matter of like so. And then the question is, how do we unload them well? We'll figure that out in a minute. If we could almost get this probably more compact, but I'm not sure it buys us anything. If we did 1, 2, we can get 3. I don't know if that really matters. I don't think it matters unless you use that. No, it doesn't matter. Unless you used it to like... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to overthink that one. It's not really worth it. So I think... And then what's the best way to get these, right? Because you kind of want to... I guess just like this. Now, with this... See, it almost kind of makes you want to do 3 for one very specific reason. So if we do 3 like this and get rid of one of those, it may not look nice, but I think that this will balance both sides of the belt, because you have 3, like if I go like this for the outputs there and this here, I think that this belt will get the same amount on each side. And then the question is, how much of that do we need, right? So to crafting speed at 2, 4 seconds crafting time becomes 2 seconds crafting time. And we get 2 glass. No, we get 1 glass every half second from 1 furnace. And you have 6, so you're getting 3 glass a second from all of them, or 1.5 a second on each side of the belt. So you can slap quite a few of these down in order to make this work, I think. Now the question is, do I want to build it there? I'll leave myself some room and do it there. Why not? Oh, that's right. A recipe of the pulverizer can't be flipped because of the pipes, even though I'm not going to worry about it too much. It just means we have to fix this. Let's just picture what this would look like, and we know that we're going to need to add pulverizers to them all. Oof. Although that could work. We just gotta fix the belts on that one side over there and we'll be fine. This is actually pretty good. Then, of course, we need to get down to this input belt here. Which is no problem. Okay, I think if we give it power, it should start working, question mark? I mean, we don't have pulverizers everywhere, but looks like those tiles don't connect. Oh, and we never powered the outside ones, did we? There we go. There's some glass. Heck of a lot more than we have back at the base, huh? All right. So I'm not going to bother putting up the train station. This has been a pretty good length episode already. So I think that we're going to call it here. Next time we'll start really digging into city blocks more. This is almost done. All right, everybody, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe. Any of those things really help the channel. I would love your feedback on things that we did in this episode. You know, if you think something could be improved, I'd appreciate it if we don't do spoilers and if we keep it polite as it always has been. But other than that, anything goes. I'd love to hear it. We also have a Discord that you could join. Don't forget, if you'd like a plaque with your name on it, it doesn't cost money. I don't have a Patreon or anything. You just have to ask for it. So please feel free to join the Discord. And maybe we'll even, if anybody expresses an interest, I don't necessarily think they will, but if anybody wants a copy of that blueprint for the city block or the intersection, whatever, if they think that'd be useful, because the signaling was kind of annoying, let me know and I'll drop it in the Discord. So anyway, thanks so much for joining. I'll catch you on the next one and have a good rest of your day. See ya.